This module is related to the globalization, cooperation, and supranationalism. Here we are going to discuss about global interdependence and inflation. Whenever we are going to talk about inflation, we need to understand few important things. First thing is that inflation, whenever it is going to happen, it is going to create a situation which is reducing the real income. And it is creating a differentiation in terms of changing position of different segment of society. They are losing their relative position. Just like the middle income people, they may move down to the low middle income group, and the low middle income group may move down at the lower income group. So that kind of change in position may happen due to the inflation. Now what is going on actually whenever globalization process moves on? Oligopolies are going to develop, because most of the firms, they are working in form of transnational corporations, multinational corporations, and therefore they are going to make their size huge either through acquisition or mergers. Therefore they are capable to have oligopoly situation, and this kind of oligopolistic competition actually it by itself generate inflationary spiral. How it happens? Actually they start rising prices even during the depression, because during depression they are going to lose their capacity utilization as well as profit, because sale is going to cut off or it is going to reduce. People don't have much more income to purchase the given amount of goods and services whatever they used to do. So just to save their profit, they start rising the prices, because now they are selling small quantity, so they want to tag it with high price so that their profit remain intact. On the other side, if we observe the highly skillful people who are working in those organizations or in these countries, they start demanding high wages because they don't want to lose their relative position in the society. Therefore they need more wages, so they start pushing the pressure, putting the more pressure to raise their wages, and wages are going to raise prices as well. Same thing happens if the taxes are going to impose in that kind of situation. Third important thing is related to the strategic product exporter, because strategic product exporters, they start rising prices of their product sharply, because their demand elasticity, their product demand is inelastic. Therefore they are easily generate more profit by just raising the prices, and they are not going to compromise any kind of sale as such. Therefore they do this, and through this actually the internationally, if we observe, the whole prices are going to pass on through the division of labor to the public. Second important thing is related to the paradoxical situation. What kind of paradox exists here? Actually we know that a coercive power is going to be obtained by to some factor productions or some companies. Therefore they can use that. Just like the capital may have the coercive power, labor may have the coercive power, and that is going to rise, significantly rise. On the other side, socio-economic conflicts are going to grow. So both things are going to happen simultaneously, along with high productivity and increased division of labor. So the increased division of labor leads towards higher productivity. That is the good sign, the positive thing which is happening in the societies due to the globalization. But on the other side, coercive power or some of the factor production is going to grow, and they are making them more powerful, and then they are going to generate some kind of socio-economic conflicts. Then we are going to observe the inverse correlation between income level and the number of days if strike is going to happen. So this is quite natural that kind of inverse relationship exists. Now the paradox can further be explained in this way. The countries with factor production, high coercive power, what they start doing, they lower the rate of inflation or conflicts. Mean to say, it has been observed actually in those countries where factor production hold more coercive power. In these countries, inflation rate is quite low, and low inflation rate reflects low conflicts. Interestingly, we previously discussed that inflation is actually reflecting the people's desire to change their social setup, and therefore if they are incapable to transform their effort into rising their income, then it just converted into inflationary pressure. So the same thing happens if already people are capable to use their capabilities to raise their income, then the inflationary pressure is not going to generate. So the same relationship explained here. Second, the income level gap is going to be narrowed down, and that is allowing social expectation to be skyrocketed, because people, if they are observing that it is possible to reduce the gap between rich and poor, then they start thinking that we can raise further income and growth across the board with respect to different kind of societies and communities. Further inflationary tendencies are going to happen, and that they are going to generate income inequalities, and that income inequalities impact is beyond the country. So it is not going to affect only the country, but it is going to affect the whole globe. So global inflation, it is going to occur, and that leads towards global income inequalities, which is going to be expanded, and these are going to transmit in form of global political economy. That is going to create a pressure on the political economy, because inflation is going to be rise and people are losing their relative status and they are demanding high wages. It is going to generate a spiral. So the political governments have to make strong decisions about that. They have to control it. Now, usually it happens if they are ignoring the social and political consequences of economic policies. Then these political global political economy is going to face problem of inflation more and more, if they are incapable, or if they are just ignoring that social and political consequences of economic policies, whatever they are following, because they are not going to give the room to the people or the factor of production or the resources to transmit into their real income.